Hello, and welcome to Cat News. I'll be your host for tonight. It's what I said to my empty dining room. First up, every noise in the world spontaneously occurs outside window, as man sits down to relax with what little free time he has. Every single time I get home from my long walk from work, I try to relax. I try to have a little moment for myself after all the effort I put in to keeping the roof over my head. And they just have to make a noise. I just want some time alone. Like that time I got stuck in my suitcase while packing for my vacation. Maybe someday. But for now, I'm gonna practice the techniques my therapist taught me. Go away! Luckily, my problems have almost been solved. I'm 30 days away from my jail sentence. Moving on to the next story. Harsh winds blow away weatherman we've been trying to fire for years. Finally, we've been trying to get rid of that guy for ages. But he had incriminating info on me. I am not a liar. I was telling the truth when I said I wanted him fired. And thankfully, Mother Nature heard me. Hopefully he lands on his feet, in a better place. Like the ocean. Yes, I'm bitter. It's permanent marker. Okay, sorry. I'll be the better person. Safe travels. You will be missed. As in they won't find you. And now for our final story. Mayor caught with hand in the vending machine. His official statement. Look, I want to be honest with all of you. This is yet another scandal the mayor has been caught in. Like when he got caught in those jeans that were clearly 2 sizes too small for him. Thank you again to the emergency services on getting him out that day. Not all heroes wear capes. They certainly don't wear jeans. Anyway, will the mayor come back from this? Yes. Just once, I wish we had an upstanding moral candidate. But I'm too busy hosting Cat News. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. And that wasn't meant for my stalker. Hello, and welcome to Cat News. The best in the business, since this is our competition. Our first story. Growing definitely organic protests to give me a raise. Wow, I don't believe it. Just look at the size of those crowds. Yes, there's a real groundswell of support to give yours truly a raise. No one saw this coming, including the old woman who didn't see one of the protesters crossing the street. Luckily, she's okay, but a little shocked. And who wouldn't be? Just look at the support I have. In fact, she joined in herself, along with the paramedics. The people have spoken. Give me my $5. An important update. I didn't get the raise, but I did get a complimentary handshake. I'll take it. Moving on to our second story. Grey, dull skies today are ideal for complaining, being miserable, wondering why you moved here, and closing your eyes and imagining you were anywhere else right now. Oh, right. I recommend you just don't look outside today. Stay inside instead and brush the dust off some old family photos and have an existential crisis that you weren't in any of them. Until I blew off more of the dust. Phew! That was a close one. That vase nearly hit me. Have a lovely day. Someone has to. Thank you, new cat weatherman. You're already better than the last one. And now for our final story of today. Party just getting started. 1 minute in. To say this was the best party I've ever been to would be an understatement. It also be an overstatement, as it's the only party I've ever been to. And let me just say, it gets a thumbs up from me. You should have seen the crowds, but they didn't turn up, so it was just me and my new friend, whose name is still a mystery to me. It got so out of control that the neighbour shouted to turn it down. It turns out though that she was shouting at her husband, testing his new lawnmower out on the bedroom carpet. And by the sounds of it, it works. You're all invited to the next party. That'll be a night I'll always remember, because it's indiscernible from every other night, when you're a party animal like me. This is the end of tonight's show. Thank you for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a bedroom carpet to mow. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. I just witnessed a robbery when I was at the store. I'm a little shook up. I also have something to eat tonight. Coming up, our first story. Do ducks even like bread? It's a question dominating the national discourse. That and my fashion faux pas yesterday. So we sent out one of our reporters to answer it ourselves. I think we can conclusively answer this question. Now, how do I get home? Thank you, me. Great reporting. That's the kind of investigative reporting that used to be common in this country. But now, all that everyone cares about is fluff. Like the asteroid headed for the planet right now. Now for the weather. It's raining. The 38th disco has been opened in Cat Town. Another example of the economy getting better around here. In fact, it almost makes you want to dance. And you've got ample opportunity to. We now go to an esteemed economist to tell us why a 38th disco is a good idea. I don't know about you, but I'm convinced. Now, I think I'm gonna bust some moves on the dance floor. And some limbs. But which one to go to? I'm spoiled for choice. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. Now to put on my aging leotard I should have threw out years ago and go dancing. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. I'd like to say that I had a nice time at the disco last night, but I sprained my foot on my way out the door. That's what I deserve for getting ideas about injecting a bit of fun into my life. Back to the misery. Our first story. The new game show, The Ball, has been cancelled after the ball crushed a contestant. An investigation is taking place right now to figure out how such an oversight could happen. We go to our underground reporter, Rob. Hello, I'm here at the scene of the accident. That words can't describe, so I'll say this. In the age of declining TV viewership, TV executives are really pushing the boundaries of their creativity right now, much like I'll be pushing the boundaries of my waistband this weekend. We'll keep you updated on the results, and we'll also tell you what happened here. I'm gonna miss this show. Thank you, Rob. What a sad incident. Stay tuned, because a new replacement show is coming soon, called The Cube. Wow, I can't believe TV executives would put people in such danger. That said, I can't wait for The Cube. Now, for the weather. I've just had the most amazing sunbathing session of my life. I also can't move. If you hadn't guessed by now, it's sunny. That's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll just be standing here all night. My macaroni painting auctions for $100 million and kicks off another renaissance. I knew I always had it. 3 bags of macaroni in my cupboard. I think this is my favourite moment of my life, next to having my first drink of milk. I'd also like to take credit for starting another renaissance, but I can't, because I don't have a name still, after 2 years of doing this, so I guess my talents will be lost to time, along with my macaroni. Who said you won't get anywhere making art? My art teacher. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Now I'm off to go apply to be a contestant on the Cube. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. It's going to be a short one today, as I'm feeling under the weather, and not just literally. Our first story. Circus workers just want some dignity. They work hard to entertain us, and just want a little respect. It doesn't help that they keep getting pies in their faces in the middle of their speeches. Let's hope that people listen after they've had their turn. Hey, I'm next. Now for the weather. Hello, I'm still here. It's nice to have the lights back on. But now for tomorrow's forecast. It's gonna rain. Someday. I don't know when, but it will. Do you want to win an all-paid vacation on a cruise? Yeah, well, so do I. But we can offer some complimentary pictures we found of people enjoying their cruise. Look how much fun they're having. Don't say we never do anything for you. I think I'm homesick, as in my home makes me sick. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. And remember folks, to form an orderly line. Everyone will get their turn to throw a pie. We're not animals. This is Cat News, and welcome is what I wish I heard when I knocked on an old friend's door last night. He's 95. It turns out I'm being accused of forgetting the other 94 birthdays. In my defense, it's my lawyer. I'll see you in court. Lawyer wins his first case as a consolation prize for losing his first court case. Keep your head up. We all lose sometimes. Just look at me. I lose all the time. I just wish my burgeoning career as a motivational speaker wasn't ended early, when I talked myself out of it in the mirror. I'm back, and I'm feeling better, as in I can now feel again, and my limbs are back to their former selves, aching with arthritis. I think I preferred being burnt. Anyway, it's gonna be sunny tomorrow, so I'm crossing my fingers. Ow! My new dancing routine is sweeping the nation, across an unknown amount of living rooms right now. Keep going, Jeff. It's a slow news day. Who knows how far this craze will go, and how many more seconds of time it can fill. I think that'll do. You can sit down now, Jeff. This was Cat News. Only the most serious and important reporting. Good night. Hello, and welcome to Cat News. I've just got back from giving people free haircuts, because they weren't good enough to charge. Out for a story. Guy protecting nuclear button, just happy to have a job. With everyone being so serious all the time, it's good to step back and appreciate the little things, like having a job. Steve tells us that he hasn't even pressed it once. Wow, I can sleep tonight. Thank you, Steve. To call you a hero would be an understatement. I'm back from my vacation. 10 minutes in the corner before I have to come back and report the weather tirelessly. Tomorrow, it's gonna rain. I can't wait for my next vacation. Take this beautiful flower I just picked from your garden. That was the final defense before this local man was sent to prison. And I have to say, it'd work on me. But the system is just too corrupt. How could we put someone so charming behind bars? I weep for this nation. And on that sad note, this is the end of today's show. Join me as I smell my rose in forlorn mourning of society.